at Arsenal's midfield then in terms of their creation, because we said they lack creativity at the weekend, especially without Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
Chances created so far this season. Odegaard's created 1, Rice has created 4, Zubimendi and Merino both played at the weekend, none. But important to note, Rice's 4 chances created, all from set pieces, all from corners. Open play chances created, none. Martin Odegaard's the only person in that Arsenal midfield that's created a chance from open play.
Yeah.
We know he's a gifted player, but they need to have a little bit more guile, don't they, to try and break teams down that are going to sit in against a really good Arsenal side.
And teams are going to sit in against them. They give them the respect, you know, so they are going to pack in. They're going to need more players. Sometimes if you snuff out Odegaard, you haven't got anything else. This year they have. They bought players. They need Saka back as quickly as they possibly can. But they also need to work on some patterns, some better movements to get in behind teams. They need to get the shots off. And maybe, you know, Moreno can play as a sitting midfielder, Zubimendi on his own and let Declan Rice go forward. I think he can occupy defenders. He can dislodge them, create space for others. We know Declan's got an eye for a goal, even if it's not from set pieces. You can get yourself forward. But set pieces win games. But they also got to learn how to defend set pieces as well.
Absolutely.
Because they're not great at that.
No, they're not.
So the set piece coach who gets a lot of credit for everything they score, he's also in charge of the defending set pieces. And sometimes it's costing them goals and games.
Might have a look at that in a minute. But Arsenal's biggest challenges the last couple of seasons have been Liverpool and Man City. If we look at Mikel Arteta's record against those two, away from home, first 5, he lost all 5. Away at Liverpool and Man City. They scored once and conceded 16. They've got better. They have improved, but they're still not won. So they've drawn 5 and lost 2 in the last 7, scored 8, conceded 12, but they're yet to win away. If they're going to win a title, they're going to have to go to the likes of Liverpool and Man City and put in a statement and win 3 points.
They are. That's how you win titles, by taking points off the top teams. I think
they've actually got a decent record against the big 6, if you like, under Arteta.
I would like to know how many of these games, with the stats here were quite damning with no wins. How many games have they actually tried to win, or have they set out just to not get beat? You know, that's the mindset. I think they've got the players to really take it onto the front foot, anyone they play against, probably in European football, not only in the Premier League, anyone. They've got that much quality in depth now. They need their best players back to fitness, of course they do. But I think they've got the squad now. I think there's no excuses for Mikel now. I think it's now or never for Arsenal.
Absolutely. The game was decided, though, by a moment of magic, wasn't it, from Dominic Szoboszlai. And he'd done his research prior to taking the free kick. Let's hear from him.
I had to take a risk and shoot it a little bit harder because I knew, of course, Raya likes to jump behind the wall, and of course he's an unbelievable goalkeeper. So if I think if it goes a little bit more inside, he saves it.
Right. Oh, so but you're also aware of him as a goalkeeper making that move the other way. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was looking a lot of videos.
Interesting. Watched a lot of videos. Maybe you'd watched this one, Tim, from last year against Man United. Bruno Fernandes' free kick against him. If we play it on.
First and foremost, how far are the wall back? I mean, they're only allowed, they can be 10 yards. They must be 15 yards away there. I mean, it's easy to get the ball from that distance up and down past the goalkeeper. He can almost touch his post. He's so far across there.
He's too far across, isn't he? He's too far across. We'll play it on. It's probably best to see it from behind the goal. It's a brilliant finish from Bruno Fernandes. He does have a little step across. Eventually, this is a better way. This is a better position, isn't it? So you're looking at his starting position. It's far too far to the right-hand side. We'll play it on. I'm just going to play it slowly. I'm going to stop it now. He has a little movement to his left, but even then, he's not quite centre of the goal. He's still got a lot to make up, hasn't he? Play it on. He has a little step. Can't quite get there. So that's maybe one that Dominic Szoboszlai has had a look at and thought, maybe he goes a little bit too far across his goal. If I can get that over the wall, I've got a great opportunity to score. Something that David Raya maybe has got that tendency just to step across his goal. We'll have a look at it. It's central. It's, 30 yards out. It's a hell of a finish from Dominic Szoboszlai.
How many people in the crowd are saying, don't shoot from there, 32 yards out, you're never going to score past this goalkeeper?
Were you saying that? Were you watching it?
Absolutely. I was saying, surely you're not going to shoot from there. I mean, he's never taken a free kick before. He's always had Trent in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
What technique?
Let's watch
power.
It through. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to slow it down now, and I'm just going to pause it again, because I'm just going to pause it and I'm just going to highlight him. So talk about doing his research. So he's now talking to... There's only a three-man wall for us. He's now talking to his wall. So he's talking to Gakpo and Wirtz. Watch what he does. So he's saying go back. So he's saying to those two, go back. You need to go back a bit. So he sends them back. And then he says get across a bit. Yeah. So they move across a bit. By going across now, by doing that, I'll just get rid of that. He's blocked the view of the goalkeeper, David Raya. But look at his position again. He's very similar, isn't it, to the Bruno Fernandes one, where he's a little bit too far across his goal. He needs to try and get his eyes on the ball somehow, if he possibly can, David Raya. I'll play it on slowly. In fact, I'll just stop it again because now he's trying to react, actually. Watch him now. So he's trying to react to what Liverpool have done, saying to his wall, get across. Watch this. Yeah. So he's saying get across. Calafiori turns around. He says, oh, what? We've got to come away across to our left. So they come across to their left. So eventually, he's running up to take it. By moving now, by moving, he's now got eyes on the ball. He can actually see the ball. And just before it's kicked, you can see he's moving more to the centre of the goal. So he's almost now central. It's not the worst position, I don't think, for the goalkeeper. Play it on slowly. He gets across. It's just perfection, though, isn't it?
It's in the postage stamp, top corner. I just think if Liverpool didn't put a wall up, would he have saved it? I think Gakpo does as much as he can and Wirtz to try and block it so he sees it late. But the technique and the power of the shot, I just think it's unstoppable. I really do. Yeah. I just think we have to, give the credit to Szoboszlai for the finish. It's just a 1 in a million strike. Yeah. Hopefully he's capable of doing that again. He clicks his fingers. It's magic. He's magic. What is that boy? He's got everything. That boy, hasn't he?
He has got everything. One last stat, and you mentioned it already, that they concede a lot from set pieces. They score a lot from set pieces, but this is most set piece goals conceded last season and into this one. Yeah. They're the fifth worst. Just 15 they've conceded. Wolves the worst with 23.
Yeah, they've got to get better at that. It's fine details. They know how important they are to win them games. They've done enough scoring in the opposition's goal. They need to concentrate more on the defensive side of it. 1,000,000%. And if they do it, the same fine margins will win you leagues. Yeah. And they need to get better playing against the top opposition, especially away from home. Yeah.
Moment of magic, though.
Where Eze would be in here, facing up, give me the ball in here, trying to drag a defender in.
Gyökeres, you're actually hoping for him to come here, aren't you?
Absolutely, or one of them. If he needs to, I'm happy for Gyökeres to stay high, occupy the centre halves, but someone else has to then come off the line and play in there. He played with wide players. He played with Martinelli, who wants to hug the touchline. If you're playing with an Eze or Odegaard, you come into them pockets, and pick up the ball. But it was, Madueke needs to find his way in there. They need to be more flexible. Instead, they're just creating a width, opening it up, and he puts himself into a lot of problems there. Yeah.
Again, this time it's Declan Rice, does really well here, plays the ball down the channel, and Gyökeres is away. Yeah. Do you want him on the wing? Do you want him on the left wing, Gyökeres? You probably want him in the middle, don't you? Konate does really well, actually. Yeah. Sticks with him. Wins the challenge.
I'm happy with him doing that. Yeah. I mean, Konate won't want to do that 10 times. That's what they should have been doing. Just keep feeding it down the sides, dragging the fullbacks in, rolling the ball down the sides, but they're not passing it forward. No. Not progressive enough with their passing.
I'm just going to pause it here again now. So this is Liverpool, Arsenal on the attack again. It's Timber on the ball. 1, 2, 3 midfield players. Actually, 3 midfield players. Yeah. Again, you're looking for an Odegaard, an Eze, whoever it might be, to be the link, aren't you? You want him to be driving and picking the pass. Yeah. But your 3 midfield players are deep again.
Yeah. As a manager and as a playing side, they're looking at the scoreboard. They're looking at 0-0. They're happy with the situation. At Anfield, they would quite happily get on that bus with a point. And that's the mindset. Unfortunately, right or wrong,
6v2.
That was the mindset.
6v2 at the back. Yeah. Again, as Arsenal break. Again, Liverpool get numbers back, deal with it. But they're still not really pushing on at the back, Arsenal, relying on set pieces. Frustrating, isn't it, from Mikel Arteta? You can see how disappointed he was. And actually, let's have a look at this. Look, Gyökeres' touches. He had 18 touches in the game. Somehow they've got to find a way of getting the very best out of him. We know he's a goal scorer. We've seen his record over the last 3 or 4 seasons. 18 touches, only 2 in the opposition box, neither of them a chance or a sight on goal.
Yeah, I'm not blaming him for that. I think
No.
he's learning his teammates, he's learning the Premier League. It takes time. I think Mikel's doing the right thing by playing him, keeping him in there. Hopefully he can get more goals like he did at Leeds. You know, keep him on the pitch, gets 2 goals, play at home next time round. You know, they perhaps get another few goals. But in the big games, someone needs to turn up.
Yeah.
He needs to turn up, like Mo Salah does all of the time when he's at Liverpool. In them big games, always steps up.
Yeah.
Yesterday he was quiet, someone else's turn. They're always finding a way to win games, whether it's set pieces or whatever means it is, they win the game at the end.
Arsenal are good at set pieces. We know that. They score a lot of goals from set pieces. But if we look at this statistic, it's actually quite alarming, really. Lowest open play XG so far this season.
Yeah.
Arsenal is the second worst in the division to Sunderland, newly promoted Sunderland, just 1.57. That will be an area of concern for Mikel Arteta, won't it?
Absolutely. I mean, no Saka, he's a huge miss. He does create, opportunities out of nothing. Little superstar, that guy. Eze's going to help in that regard because he is all about, when he gets the ball, he always looks forward, he progresses with his movement, and he finds the pass, and he can score goals as well. Yeah. So, they've got a lot of work to do. As I say, they're not firing all cylinders. No. They're rusty at the moment. No Odegaard again yesterday. Yeah. I think he will come back to his best as well. Look, if anyone finishes above Arsenal, they win it. But I think it's Liverpool's.
Well, they certainly...
Mikel Arteta's regret, the decision not to start Eberechi Eze. Against Liverpool, in the ever-dynamic world of football, decisions made by managers can have lasting impacts on a team's performance and morale. Mikel Arteta, Arsenal's head coach, faced a difficult choice in their recent clash against Liverpool at Anfield. The decision not to start Eberechi Eze, a player known for his creativity and flair, has sparked debate among fans and analysts alike. This news delves into the implications of that decision, the match's context, and Arteta's potential regrets. The context of the match: Arsenal entered the match against Liverpool with high hopes, aiming to secure crucial points in the Premier League. The atmosphere at Anfield was electric, with both teams vying for dominance. Eberechi Eze, emerging as one of the league's most promising talents, was seen as a pivotal figure who could provide the necessary spark in attack. Eze's recent performances had been impressive, showcasing his ability to navigate tight spaces, create opportunities, and score goals. His agility and vision made him a formidable opponent, and many fans believed he could have made a significant difference against Liverpool's robust defense. Arteta's tactical choices. Arteta opted for a more conservative lineup, focusing on solidifying the midfield and defense. While this strategy aimed to counter Liverpool's attacking prowess, it left many questioning the lack of creativity in Arsenal's play. Eze's exclusion from the starting 11 was particularly scrutinized as the game unfolded. As the match progressed, Arsenal struggled to break through Liverpool's defense. The Gunners' attack lacked the incisiveness that Eze could have provided. Fans watched as opportunities were missed, and the midfield struggled to connect with the forward line. Following the match, which ended in disappointment for Arsenal, Arteta faced questions about his tactical decisions. Analysts and fans alike pointed to Eze's absence as a potential turning point. Arteta's regret about not starting Eze became evident in his post-match comments, where he acknowledged the need for greater creativity in future matches. In the days following the match, discussions around Eze's potential impact grew louder. Fans expressed their desire to see him play a more significant role in upcoming fixtures. Arteta's decision will likely influence his lineup selections moving forward, as he reassesses the balance between defensive solidity and attacking flair. Mikel Arteta's choice not to start Eberechi Eze against Liverpool will be remembered as a pivotal moment in the season. The lessons learned from this match could shape Arsenal's tactics in future encounters. As fans eagerly await Eze's return to the starting lineup, Arteta must navigate the fine line between strategy and instinct in the high-stakes world of Premier League football.